right, shalom, shalom. I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who do well. Peace and salutations to the brothers who's doing this work across the four corners of the earth in truth and in sincerity. All right, and it's your brother Amawan Ariel of the GMS Miami Camp. And today I wanted to, go into Revelations 13 and 16, and pretty much bring out this article, which is going to indicate how close we really are to the M.O.T.B being implemented, all right, throughout the whole world. All right, so it starts by saying, cash now extinct as citizens use implanted microchips instead. All right, and the whole point of this is once again to be able to subdue the people, man. All right, let's grab a precept. Let's go to the book of Revelations. Okay, and we're going to go to verse chapter 13, and let's just mosey on down, 16. All right, now this right here goes into the beast from the earth. Okay, and going through it real quick, it says, "And I beheld another beast coming out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon." All right, it's talking about Esau. And he exercises all the power of the first beast before him. So this is talking about America, aka Babylon, all right, coming in the stead of the Roman Empire. And he caused them that dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. Okay, so Rome was totally destroyed, but it came back as America. All right, the same laws, the same ideals, ideology that was back then is the same ideology and laws, so to speak, that exist today here in America. All right, and it says in verse 13, and it says, "And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on earth in the sight of men." And this happened during the, I think it was World War II with Nagasaki, Hiroshima, Fat Man, Little Boy. All right, when America, dropped nukes on Japan, all right, all the nations saw how strong America was. Okay. All right, and they made movies about it, Oppenheimer and of the such. Okay, and it says in verse 14, he says, "And he deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast." Right, and we know the beast is going into NATO and the EU. All right, I could go into it, but this is pretty much, we're just trying to get to the point. It's saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had been wounded by a sword and did live. And he had the power to give life unto the image of the beast. The image of the beast should both speak and cause as many that would not worship the beast to be killed. Okay, so when America comes out with this microchip, man, for the most part, you can't even speak against Esau and his wickedness. All right, and he goes into a lot of lewdness. You got the whole LGBTQL agenda. All right, you have systemic racism against Jake. All right, and it says in verse 16, it says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their hand and in their foreheads." Okay, and the word I like there is going into that word cause. All right, and it says to make ready, to prepare, to produce. Okay, and this is what Esau is doing right now. He's preparing, he's making ready his mark. Okay, he's going to make his move pretty soon. All right, so they're moving forward with their agenda. All right, so it says the central bank, which predicts cash may fade from Sweden, is testing a digital currency to keep firm control on the money supply. So really, it's all about control. Being able to control the money, you control the money, you can control the people. Look what happened during the pandemic, where Esau was able to, unblock, that truck blockage, right, by freezing their assets, man. And once he did that, everything cleared up. So he knows that by controlling the people's money, he can control the people. All right. So now he's coming up with digital currency cash. You can't really trace cash. All right. A lot of things go into the cracks with cash. Okay. So they're trying to nip that in the bud, man. He's trying to get control over the people. So it says the financial authorities, which once embraced the trend are now asking banks to keep peddling notes and coins until the government can figure out what going cash-free means for young and old consumers. The central bank, which predicts cash may fade from Sweden, is testing a digital currency, e-krona, to keep firm control of the money supply. Lawmakers are exploring the fate of online payments and bank accounts if electronic grids fail or servers are thwarted by power failures, hackers, or even war, writes the Financial Post from Canada. When you are where we are, it would be wrong to sit back with our arms crossed, doing nothing, and just take note of the fact that cash has disappeared, said Stefan Ingves, governor of Sweden's central bank, known as the Riksbank. You can turn back time, but you do not have to find a way to deal with change. Okay, so as it says, ask most people in Sweden how often they pay with cash, and answer is almost never. And it's almost pretty much the same thing here in America. I almost never carry cash. All right, unless it's given to me, in tips or of that nature. But really, I don't really carry cash because that's what's being pushed, man. Everything, for payment, is digital. You can go online and buy things. You don't necessarily have to have physical cash to buy things online. All right, even when you go to your average mom and pop's grocery store, they make it, the point of sale is convenient. Okay, you can just scan your phone, you can scan your card. You don't even have to slide or swipe your card anymore, man. All right, technology is changing, so pretty much Esau is making ready. Okay, and that's why I brought up that word. He calls it, right? He's making ready. He's preparing, all right, and he's making way for his digital aug, man. All right, and it says. Going on, it says more than 4,000 Swedes have implemented microchips in their hands, allowing them to pay for rail travel and food or enter keyless offices with the Wave. Restaurants, businesses, parking lots, and even pay toilets depend on clicks rather than cash. So everything is going digital, man. All right, this is a part of Esau's plan. All right, his enterprise. All right, he wants to be as the Most High. All right, he wants to be as God, claiming to be God. All right, he wants to be a power. He wants to sit up, in the clouds in the heavens, but the Heavenly Father has, set his bounds that he cannot pass. All right. Now he knows he has but a short time, so what he's going to do is going to come in like the thunder, man. All right, he's going to come swiftly and push his agenda, but this is why we're out here, man. We're out here because we see what Esau is trying to do, and we're warning the people. Prepare yourself because Esau is coming with his system. He's coming with his digital aug, man. All right, things are about to change. And if you're not getting yourself right with Yahweh Shemi Shai, when that time comes, when the time of Jacob's trouble come, what's going to be your end? All right, you're not going to have a hedge of protection because, you wasn't seeking the Lord when you had the opportunity to. So it says consumer groups say that shift leaves many retirees. A third of all Swedes are 55 or older, as well as some immigrants and people with disabilities and at a disadvantage. They cannot easily gain access to electronic means for some goods and transactions and rely on banks and their customer service. And the progress towards cashless society could upend the state's century-old role as sovereign guarantor. If cash disappears, commercial banks would wield greater control, right? And we know who runs the banks. The elites, man. All right? The banksters. They're the ones who really run the world. And they know by implementing this RFID chip, all right, or going digital with his currency, that he will have greater control over the people. Okay? It says we need to pause and think about whether this is going to be good or bad and not just sit back and let it happen, said Mathis Delane, the head of Swedish Parliament committee studying the matter. If cash disappears, that would be a big change with major implications for society and the economy. Okay? Urban consumers worldwide are increasingly paying with apps and plastic. In China and other Asian countries, rife with young smartphone users, mobile payments are routine. In Europe, about 1 in 5 people say they rarely carry money. In Belgium, Denmark, Norway, debit and credit cards use has hit record highs. Okay, and these are all nations that are actually aligned with Babylon, all right, the NATO and the EU. Okay, so they're about to implement their mark. Okay, you have other nations that are lined up with Russia. All right, the BRICS nations, which is Russia, India, China, Iran, Brazil. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so hey, look, Yahweh Shai Shai speeding up the times, man. All right, Esau is pushing his system because he knows he has but a short time. Let's see if we can grab that. Okay. Esau knows that his time is limited, and he's going to have to push out his, this mark. And anyway, this is prophecy, man. That mark has to come out before World War III. And World War III right now, man, things are heating up over there. Tensions are rising. Okay, and the Lord is putting the spirit on these people to be on edge. So it's Revelations 12:12 says, "Therefore rejoice, you heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." Esau Edom knows that he has but a short time, man. So he's going to come with that thunder, and he's going to push this mark to the best of his ability. It said the central bank has plans to roll out a pilot version next year of a new type of Riksbank money, a digital krona or e-krona that could replace physical cash, or at least help calm the current cash conundrum. An e-krona would mean that the functions of a currency backed by the state would remain even in all digital world that is fast approaching, right? Like we said, this is fast approaching. The Lord is speeding up those times. Okay, so Esau has to be able to fulfill his agenda so the Lord can come back and do his thing. All right, so Lord willing, that's what's edifying, man. We definitely want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Racha HaKodash. Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone once again. To you all I say shalom.